Alrighty, as we taxi out, this is the rescue mission after our divert into Bendigo yesterday. So, to keep things interesting today, we're battling last light rather than, I'm not actually, oops, battling last light rather than the weather, because Melbourne was kind of clagged in this morning, but it finally cleared. And then it takes a solid 2 to 3 hours for me to get out to Bendigo via public transport. But we have over an hour of buffer, so plenty of time, plenty of room. So should be all good. It's a straight flight home. I'm not going to go stuffing around trying to build hours this afternoon. From here, straight down to Kilmore and the inland route, Sugarloaf into Lilydale, and bring it to a stop. No one's behind me, so I'll just take a minute. Carby heat is off, flaps are set, fuel pumps on, mixture, master mags are good, switches the lights on. We're going to turn the transponder all the way on now. Good, final looks clear. Yeah, it's a left crosswind. Bendigo traffic, Sonex 8706 lines up runway 17 for a departure to the southeast. Bendigo. Yes, everything's feeling good. I'm feeling pretty good. The socks are pretty limp, so it must only be 5 knots max. I just keep on rolling. Bendigo traffic, Sonex 8706, rolls runway 17. Bendigo. $30, $40, $50. Very bouncy Bendigo as always. It's a good effort for the people who learn here, because yeah, it's not the most relaxing flying. Plus no landing areas around you. So I really want that height. That's a bit slow though. Climbing to 3,500, so we're just going to keep this climb. I'll start to slow it down a bit once we're a bit higher. Alright, off takeoff, vertical speed is good, altimeter is rising, the flaps are up, fuel pump goes off, oil temperature is pretty good. CHT on 4 is cool as always, but start backing off that climb just a touch, smooth the engine out. Airspeed, trying to settle in at about 80. Throttle is good, and landing line is also off. Now yesterday was pretty interesting. We know the Sonex is generally meant to be a fair weather VFR weekend warrior aircraft, but I didn't expect the rain to pour through quite so rapidly. Not sure if I got it on footage yesterday, but this little crack here, the water would just run up the front windscreen, and as soon as it gets here, it was dripping everywhere. So it's definitely not confidence inspiring to push it too far, because you obviously can fly through light showers to get down to 5k viz or whatnot, and it's fine, but yeah, when you're worrying about frying all your electronics from water pouring in, might not have to be the machine for that. And unfortunately, it's looking like it's probably all crosswind. We're, indicating 125, 126, and TAS of 132, but you have to give the TAS a grain of salt, because I don't know if it has outside air temperature. You can actually work it out. And our ground speed's about 125 as well, so we're just flying sideways rather than getting pushed along, which is what I was kind of hoping for, but that's alright. We're getting there in good time. I believe our estimate is about 06:30, and sunset wasn't until 7:30. So that's heaps of time. Do some circuits at Lilydale, if they would let me. Let's go a little bit left of track. I'm not super keen on flying like 500 feet over a range if I don't need to. Pop around the outside. And we're also going to hop onto Melbourne's 1357. I don't know if you can see, but from here there's one skyscraper, I assume, that is just reflecting and looking like the lights of... Oh, I watched Lord of the Rings recently. Gorons, light the towers. Oh, I'm sorry for the lack of reference. It was Gondor, what I was trying to say. Gondor calls for aid. Come back to me eventually. Melbourne inland route, Sonex 8706, overhead Kilmore 3500, tracking southeast, Melbourne inland route. I know there's merit in paper maps, and I've got mine with me, but and the iPad lets you fly accurately. I know there's my inland route, I can set myself up a mile and a half to the right. So I've got that little extra buffer in case someone's come the opposite way and starts to climb through my level. Definitely reassuring.
TJ 1548, contact tower 120.5. 120.5, TJ 1548, cut
Wait. Would have been even better if I had my traffic on the whole time, but haven't heard anyone yet. So.
2577 departures today, identified main.
Lilydale traffic, 451720, sending downwind runway 36, full stop Lilydale.
Corner 703, descent 2500, clear GLS runway 34.
That's what I was looking for. I called up before departing and they said they're on 36, so still on runway 36 today. Oh, now, sorry. So Sugarloaf at 2000, then we'll just send straight down to 1300 circuit height. Join a mid downwind. Oh, we're starting to get some bumps. Join a mid downwind and come in full stop. Lilydale traffic, Sonex 8706, overhead overhead Sugarloaf Reservoir, joining an early downwind runway 36, Lilydale.
Lilydale traffic, then Alpha Uniform Mike, departed downwind 36, passing 2000 on climb, flight level is parachute up, Lilydale.
Lilydale traffic, Oscar Hotel Oscar, joining crosswind, runway 36 left, Lilydale.
Okay, joining crosswind, I will stay up.
Lilydale traffic, Vixen 8852, joining circuit, runway 36.
From where?
Sorry, joining crosswind, runway 36, Lilydale. Vixen 8852, Oscar Hotel Oscar has you sighted as your number one, Lilydale.
And Lilydale traffic, Sonex 8706 is maintaining 1800, will join upwind, number 3, Lilydale.
Sonex, Vixen 8852, no upwind joins over the airfield, due parachute op.
Now, this was a bit confusing because it went against what their procedures said. My intention was to join via the northern threshold and then descend to circuit height on the crosswind. End up basically doing the same thing, but just out to the northwest of the aerodrome.
Alright, where is that?
Lilydale traffic, Warrior Mike, Golf Victor taxis, runway 36 for the training area, Lilydale.
Lilydale traffic, Sonex 8706 now on downwind behind the Piper. Lilydale. Lilydale traffic, Sonex 8706 left base, runway 36 left, full stop, number 3, Lilydale.
I don't think that's the runway. I thought it was between the two. Oh, I'm sure they know better than me. Come on. Pick back up. Fuck on. Okay.
Okay, 52, all runway 28.